Good evening. Welcome to Diamonds and Doom, aka Lee K. I am your host, Lee K, along with my hostess, Lenore.
I've been promoted.
You've been promoted. She's been promoted, apparently. I have a couple of things I want to go over. As most of you know from seeing the earlier video, Lenore got her pen and pencil sets today. Here are the sets, the pen, and the pencil.
Ain't they beautiful?
You may need to speak up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, and there is the tray.
Lovely.
With its feet.
All three are perfect. And they're purple. Makes them even more perfect.
I also got a little bit of a toy today. Or not today, but a couple days ago. Here, you can take those. So that you don't, I know you don't trust me with them. I might break them. From Art Dot, I picked up one of their magnifier glasses. It's got, oh, it looks like I gotta charge it. Batteries are dead. Nope, there it is. It's got its built-in light with two settings. I've got 5 different magnifications from 1 to 3.5. And it even comes with a cleaning cloth, nose pads, and earpieces if I so choose. The only problem with that is I tried to take the strap off and I couldn't get the buttons to work. But I'll figure that out eventually. So I'm going to try using that today just to see how well it works, along with everything else I got. But I figured you would like to see, seeing as I didn't show it when we did the unboxing, or unbagging actually, I figured you'd like to see the pens and tray. What I'm showing you here is going to be a cover minder at some point. It's actually currently a pin from September 11th. It is the Twin Towers with the numbers 9-3 for Flight 93 in one in each tower, and then the Pentagon around that, and police, fire, and EMS ribbons around that. I am an avid believer in that should not be forgotten. So you will probably be seeing that more often. Nope, you're good. You don't have to speak softly. You're part of the show. So therefore, you're good. And all I have to do is find the damn, there it is, button to turn on my light pad. Yes, I like my light pad. What can I tell you? Okay, so here's where we were last time. So that's where we'll stay. They are I'm lost. See that? I told you guys I need a script. That's why I keep telling you, keep making the comments, because they're good for me.
Stop getting lost.
Yeah, stop getting lost. Exactly. Beautiful. Alright, so I am still working on Angel Falls. Still working with my Leopard Leatherworks pen that I keep playing with because I just love the feel of it, as well as the look. I'm going to have to move these. So why don't we get started with our comments and questions if there are any. Lenore?
Leon.
Yes.
There are. I have something from the Uncrafty Crafter,
That's Jenny.
and it just says, "Oh, I love Travis Tritt too." Did we have a talk about Travis Tritt? I know he's a country singer.
Right. They asked my favorite singers and my favorite music as well as yours.
Oh, I missed that.
And I had said Travis Tritt. One thing I didn't say was Toby Keith.
Oh, yeah.
May he rest in peace.
That's correct. He's one of my favorites too.
I don't know if they're going to be able to hear you. You keep talking so soft.
I'm not talking. Can I hit him?
Oh yeah, sure. That you say nice and loud.
I want him to hear it.
So anyway, yes, that was Jenny making her presence known. Thankfully, I like Jenny. She's a hot ticket.
And now we have Sherry. And Sherry says, "Hello, Lee and Lenore. Another awesome whip and chat. I really enjoy listening to you. Lenore, I noticed your beautiful hair looks so long. Could you tell us how long it is? Can you show us the cats? I love animals. I can't tell you how long my hair is. It's very thin because I'm old. But my hair is long. I just haven't gotten to the beauty parlor to have it cut yet."
It's down past her,
It's
down past her
the
back,
middle of my back, yeah.
down the middle of her back.
And the cats, I would love to show them to you, but they're afraid of everything, including their own shadow.
Which means they're in the bedroom hiding somewhere,
Yeah.
is what that boils down to.
Keep coming back, because I'll try to get them out here one night.
Yep, by all means. We will get them eventually. Next.
Next, we have Melanie. "Too funny. Thank you for answering. I can just imagine impromptu musicals happening. On a side note, I love the same hobbies. In my youth, I used to do theater, musicals, and music is an integral part of my life. With such a excuse me, if I could read, I'd be dangerous. With such a beautiful voice, Lenore, have you sang professionally?" The answer to that is weddings and funerals. Funerals are better because they don't expect much from you. And you can make the family feel better, though, to be quite honest with you. And Lee, thanks for the whip and chat again. I really enjoyed. Keep on sharing your crazy security stories. The Halloween one cracked me up. It cracks up most people.
Yeah, I have a couple here and there.
And he will be sharing them when he can remember them or clean them up.
Clean them up, hell. I've already warned people, this is not a PG-13.
The Uncrafty Crafter.
Again, Jenny.
"Hey, my friends, Lee and Lenore. I would love to know Lenore's top 5 favorite singers. Frank Sinatra, Judy Garland. These are all old.
Maureen
McGovern. Lee had to remind me of that because I'm awful old. Tony Bennett. And I know there's another one or two in there, but I can't think of them. When I think of them, I'll tell you. And also, if Lenore could be the lead in any musical, what would it be? If I could be the lead in any musical.
Good question.
I should have thought about this last week because I think this question came up then, didn't it?
No, well, it came up in that one. I read it to you.
Oh, okay. I knew I heard it somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, my Lord.
And I told you then to think about it.
I know, and I forgot it. You know you got to remind me. Okay. Questions for Lee. Do you collect anything? Or does Lenore have any kind of collections? By the way, you're doing incredible, Lee. and I'm super happy for you. Keep up these awesome whipping chats.
Is that still Jenny, the Uncrafted Crafter?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, well, as far as collections, I have don't have any collections of my own.
An orange one.
Underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the cats is crawling around underneath the table. But I don't have any collections myself. What was the next thing? You can't read them all to me at once because otherwise I end up losing myself.
Do you have any collections? By the way, you're doing great, and that was it.
Oh.
Keep up the awesome whipping chats.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
For those of you that are actually back for more punishment, my condolences, but thank you very much. It is appreciated. And for those of you that are new,
Poor things.
Poor things. But have fun, hang around, enjoy the group. We're a bunch of nice people, mostly.
Yeah. Except for me.
Except for me. No, not you, me. I'm the not so nice one.
Oh, okay. I married you though.
Yep, you did. That just proves you're crazier than I am.
And this comes from Sheila.
Okay.
Hey Lee, I have so many sharp tips tweezers. I can send you one.
I've got a couple here somewhere. I know Lenore took one pair of mine.
I did not.
Yeah, the real sharp pointy ones.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
they came in one of the kits.
What I would really love to be able to sing, to lead in any musical, it would be Oklahoma. I love the music, all the tunes in that show.
Okay. See, you even got your answer there. A little late, but at least you got it.
Well, I tried.
That's okay.
Okay, and now we have, I don't know, someone at Happy Little Drills.
Yep.
Okay?
I just call her Happy.
Okay, Happy. Another great whipping chat. I really enjoyed listening and laughing with you guys. Where in Florida are you?
We are southwest of Tampa and southeast of St. Petersburg, about halfway in between the two. We are in what I call Golf Cart Central, around Ruskin. It's a small place called Sun City Center.
It's an elderly community.
Yep, it is. That's why I call it Golf Cart Center, because it's an elderly community. We do have one of the cats running around, but by the time I got the camera repositioned, it would be too late.
That's my cinnamon girl.
Yep. I did have some pictures in Discord, for those of you that have Discord. And I will put some up in either my Facebook or my Instagram, or both, at some point in time. Excuse me. Next.
Yes, sir. Casey, that's me?
Yep, Casey.
Okay. Casey writes, thanks for sharing. Questions I have for you and Lenore. Have you gotten to travel?
Yes. Me more than her.
Oh, you were in the Navy.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been to Canada. You haven't.
That's right. She's been to Canada. I haven't. I'm jealous.
You should be.
I've been 3/4 of the way to the world, but I haven't been to Canada.
And both of our families have roots in Canada.
Yep.
And?
Probably rotten roots by now, but roots nonetheless.
Where have you been? You just said Australia.
I've been Hawaii, the Philippines, 3 different places in Africa, Australia. Thanks to the United States government when I was in the Navy. Yep. I was on board a destroyer tender.
We have been to Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, of course. That's where
Where we
both of us
live.
were born.
Yep.
Um,
Vermont,
Vermont, excuse me. That's right. That's a beautiful state.
North and South Carolina on the way through.
Yeah, well, that was just traveling through. That wasn't
Yep.
really visiting.
No.
And I've been to Canada, as I said, but to Quebec, and it is such a beautiful city.
Quebec.
Quebec. And Nova Scotia, that's where my family hails from. And this one is from Angie's Sparkle Edition.
Yeah, Angie Sparkle Addiction. Angie.
Yes. Thanks for keeping me company. What diamond painting are you working on? Is Lenore working on the same one?
Okay, I am working on Angel Falls. No, she is not currently a diamond painter.
I'm a singer and a reader.
She is, as she just said, a singer and a reader. So she does not diamond paint.
I have trouble seeing a little.
These things are working wonderfully, by the way.
Okay.
These magnifiers.
Oh, that's great.
And this is only on the one-time setting.
I'm so glad we got them. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for
He's busy. He's looking for
my
something.
funnel,
His funnel.
my fuzzganol. I thought I left it out.
Probably did, but out where?
Well, that's the question. It's a green thing.
It's a green thing.
No, that's not it. It's not in there. There it is.
Yeah,
Thought I left it out and I didn't.
badly.
Yeah. But when I'm bad, I'm better.
That's what I heard.
All right. Anyway, next.
Okay, we just did that one. Okay, this one is Henny.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Lee and Lenore. Great whip and chat. Questions for you, Lee. Do you watch any sports? If so, which ones? I love to watch Formula One.
Yep. The only thing I like in sports, really, is NASCAR.
Yeah.
Having said that, going around at 200 plus miles an hour, 6 inches from each other, is fascinating. However, the best part of the race is in the pit stops. They change 4 tires, clean the windshield, fill it with gas, make repairs in less than 12 seconds. I will grant you, they have 4 people doing it, 4 or 5 people doing it, but nonetheless, that's still quite the feat to do. And all races, as they say, are won and lost in the pits. You can come into the pit in 12th place and come out in first. Or worse, you can even go in from last to first. So that's where that's where the race fascinates me. But other than that, I got burned out of sports when I was a kid. My father used to work for the Boston Bruins back in the late 70s, 80s. They were when Bobby Orr and Phil Esposito and Kenny Hodge and whatnot were part of this crew. And I just kind of got burned out on it. So I kind of lost interest in sports unless I'm there.
Okie dokie. This one's from Laura B.
Yep.
Okay.
Laura B.
How long did it take you to decide to start doing YouTube, and how difficult was it to get up and going?
It was surprisingly easy.
Pussy has me.
I wish you'd stop saying that stuff so softly so they can hear you and have a laugh.
I said, of course he has me, so that
But yeah, that's true too. But it is surprisingly easy because of the fact that there's not much you have to do. Have a cell phone and a YouTube channel. YouTube channel is easy. If you're watching YouTube, then you have a channel. The only thing left to do is to upload on it. Do I edit? No. Can I edit? Probably. Have I tried? No. I probably would not be very good at it and would screw everything up. The other thing that's nice to have, which I do have, is a ring light. Because there are certain situations where you may need a little extra light that your surroundings don't account for. Next.
This is Tammy.
Tammy! Oh God, Tammy.
Lenore, I want you to know that it's a good thing that Lee is as overprotective as he is, because I can be very stubborn. I don't understand that. Sometimes I get in so much pain that I start feeling very nauseous. The thing is, I try to fight it because I hate leaving Tim's lives in discord. I love talking to my crew. Yes, I call you guys my crew. Anyway, I tried to hide how bad I'm feeling, but it doesn't work. Lee knows that if he doesn't make me leave, I wouldn't. When I finally listen to him and go lie down, I come back feeling much better. So Lee, don't ever stop being overprotected of your loved ones and your friends. Trust me, it's greatly appreciated, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, if you'd stop being such a pain in the ass, I wouldn't have to give you such a hard time.
And since he's married to me, he's learned, really, how stubborn some women can be.
My mother always told me if I didn't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
That's a wise move. Now for my question. If you could visit any place in the world, where would it be and why? What's your favorite thing about that place?
Actually, it's not so much where would I like to go, but where would I like to return to.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places was when I was in the Navy. I went to Sydney, Australia. Mm-hmm. And the whole place is absolutely remarkable. They are extremely friendly, at least they were to me. The architecture in Sydney itself is phenomenal. You have a great mix of old and new. The outskirts and the nature of it, it's kind of, well, I hate to say the word barren, but but it's also extremely beautiful. The sunrises, the sunsets, the animal life. I would love to go back there and actually spend a little more time than what I had. So that's the where and why.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to ask you a question about the music you like. Do you have a favorite song? If so, what is it? You're supposed to say anything you like, but sing.
Why are you whispering?
Because I didn't want anyone to hear that.
She's telling me that I should say anything that my wife sings. However, I have two theme songs. One of which is Crazy Train.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne. The other one is AC/DC Thunderstruck. Those are my favorite rock tunes. I have favorites by Nat King Cole.
Yeah.
I have favorites by Jimmy Dean.
Yeah.
I have favorites by Harry Belafonte. Thank you. I had to hum part of it because of the fact that I knew she'd remember what I was talking about. But yeah, so I'm rather eclectic when it comes to music.
That's all the questions.
That's all the questions?
Yeah, but can I say something?
If you want to, because I'll get into stories after that.
Okay. I've already thanked Tim and Carrie for the beautiful pen set. but I have to thank them again. I immediately took it up. My brother-in-law is in the hospital right now. That's Lee's brother. And I took it up to show him, and he couldn't believe how beautiful these pens were. I told my brother about it, and he was like, "Woo!" In fact, my brother was supposed to listen tonight. I don't know if he did.
No, he's not gonna did yet because it's not uploaded to YouTube.
Oh, that's right too.
We're not live.
Oh, I forgot. But Tim did such a beautiful job, and I know without Carrie there, he probably wouldn't have been able to do it either.
Well, that's because Carrie is the color picker.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
Um.
I think she's the brains behind the business.
Ooh. Tim, if you're listening, don't just ignore that. That didn't come from me. Although he would probably most likely agree with you.
Well, if you had a business, I would be the one that would be doing it too, anyway.
Pretty much. Where the hell is this damn piece?
So now you can tell your story.
Okay, I got several.
Yes. Tell them your stories. Get comfortable.
But I gotta grab my list. I believe I told the story of Mom already. Being tucked in.
Yes.
I told that last week, I believe.
Yeah. You did. You should check them off.
Oh.
I forgot to do that.
My back injury. I promised I was going to tell you how I got my back injury. My back injury came rather uniquely.
Yes,
We were managers in a self-storage company in Massachusetts, and I was in charge of going upstairs and pushing a push broom to sweep the floors. At one point in time, I pushed the push broom. I felt something in my back go. So I bent at the knee like they tell you to. And then proceeded to never be able to get up again. I crawled down, literally crawled down the hall to the elevator and barely got into the bedroom. I stayed in the bedroom and wheeled my way around laying across a broken office chair. When the ambulance came, long story short, they had to lift up the gurney in order to get me out of the bedroom door and into the hall. And when they did, I screamed so loud that the poor attendant at the end of the gurney turned sheet white. Scared the hell right out of him. I was then given several shots in the emergency room to the point where they looked at my wife and said, I don't know how he's even awake because we've given him enough to knock out an elephant. And I couldn't stand. So they decided to keep me. Well, all well and good. All beautiful. All worked. By the time I was wheeled out of the emergency room up to the hospital room, I'm laying there looking at all the fluorescent lights going by going, wow, look at all the pretty lights. It's so nice here. Yeah, it was just so much fun. And I'd had back issues ever since. So it does not take much for me to tweak my back.
And the worst part of that is this was a new job that we just started.
Yeah.
I had to be the manager there, not knowing much of anything, for a month.
Yeah. So that's how I got my back injury. The other thing about me is my snoring.
Oh.
Now, I told some people earlier that when I was in boot camp, we had 95 guys that were in boot camp with me. 94 of them could not sleep at night because one person was snoring. Yeah, I'll give you 3 guesses as to who that was.
Ooh.
You'll have to forgive me for not diamond painting, by the way. I'm having a hard time finding this particular color, and I can't see the numbers. I really should start using my ring light,
I know, I was going to say.
but it's not plugged in, so.
Oh. Okay.
At any rate, and I can't find my flashlight either.
Oh my God.
Anyway, shit, I'll have to go with another number. Problem is they're so dark and I have so little space in here.
Yes, that's the truth. Just moving my pens. Pen and pencil.
Yep. She's getting her stuff out of the way so I don't hit it.
Yeah, with my luck, I'll rock it off. Your brother almost lost his something today playing. Thinking he was going to use my pen.
So anyway, back to my snoring story. We lived in an apartment complex. We lived in the middle apartment set of 3 floors. Upstairs, could not sleep at night. They were pounding on the floor because I was snoring so loud. Downstairs couldn't sleep at night. So they were pounding on the ceiling. In the meantime, I sounded like a buzzsaw.
One of the pounders was pregnant.
Yeah, one of the pounders was not only pregnant, but overdue.
Yeah.
So needless to say, that did not go very well. So if somebody tells you, hey, you snore, you snore. Especially if you're like me and you have adult sleep apnea.
Yeah, and a wife.
Driving down the highway at 65 miles an hour, falling sound asleep, and my wife catching me in the ribs with her elbow. Yes, women do have stiletto elbows. You're asleep. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. I know if I'm asleep. I'm not asleep. Yeah, I was.
Can I tell them about the time our boss sent me looking for you?
Go ahead.
I was the medical records manager at this business called Nursing Services in New Hampshire, and we got a job there driving her around and her son around at different points.
Well, that and the nurses.
And the nurses too. One day she came to me and she said, "Lenore?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Could you go find your husband?" I said, "Okay. He is here. We came in this morning together." She said, "Could you go look for him, please?" I said, "Sure." He was in the bathroom asleep at work, snoring away.
Now, having said that,
Yes.
we had a little discussion at Tim's Live about my not falling asleep at work. And that is true. When I was working security, I never fell asleep at work.
Nope, you didn't.
Until it was found that I had adult sleep apnea. And that was the cause of my falling asleep in the middle of nowhere.
That's right.
For a while, we thought I had narcolepsy. But that wasn't the case. I have adult sleep apnea.
Yes, you do.
So I stopped breathing somewhere in the vicinity of 600 to 700 times a night in a 6-hour period. Not fun.
No, not for your wife either.
And one of these days, I'm going to remember to start wearing my mask again because I'm having problems. I keep forgetting to put it on, or I keep just too tired and I just say to hell with it, which is why I'm falling asleep in the middle of Tim's pen turnings.
That's a good thing.
So, yeah, not fun. Also very aggravating.
Yeah.
I take my job very seriously, even when it's a volunteer job.
Yeah.
So, anyway, other than that,
What else you got there? Anything?
oh yeah, I got all kinds of things.
Okay.
At one point in time, because I was lazy, I ended up being homeless. My father decided, no, you're not living at home anymore. I had a puppet. This puppet came down to your elbow and had arms that wrapped around your neck and your waist. Yeah, your neck and your waist. And I used to walk around with this thing,
Come here, baby.
entertaining myself between job hunts and entertaining other people.
Listening.
This also will tell you what kind of an individual I am. I would make people laugh. People would ask me why I'm doing it, and I would very simply say, at the end of the day, when you're laying in bed, reliving or recounting your day, what's the one thing that's going to stick out of your mind? And most of them said, the nut with the monkey. I said, that's right. The nut with the monkey. So no matter how bad the rest of your day goes, you'll always remember the nut with the monkey. And you will end your day with a smile. I said, and that is why I do it. Is because of the fact that if I can end somebody's day with a smile, then I am perfectly happy. I have no problem whatsoever. I used to have people offer me money because they knew I was homeless. And I would say, nope, do not give me any money. I said, if you want to do something with it, find your favorite charity and give it to them. Because although I was homeless, I still had a place I could shower. I still had ways to get something to eat. I just didn't have a place to sleep. So as far as I was concerned, there are people worse off than me, so give it to them.
He's my boy.
They can use it better than I can. And that is, in a nutshell, what I like to do and who I am. I will give the shirt off my back to people. I will help whenever I can, however I can. Unfortunately, finances do not allow me to donate money, so I donate time and effort when and where I can. Even with my disability, my injury to my foot and inability to stand or do much in that sense. But I will do whatever I can otherwise. There was something else I wanted to impart, and I forgot what it was. I've probably run just about my hour anyway. But I kind of like this. We have come to the decision, and I say we, that we both enjoy doing these whipping chats, spending time with you guys, hearing or seeing your comments, and the different things that you want to know. We have no problem sharing. If it's too much, we'll obviously tell you. But we do enjoy it. Even if Lenore is quiet at times and I can't figure out how to get the sound better to hear her more. But I will figure that out eventually. One of these days. What else?
I don't know.
I have some other stuff too.
Do you really?
Yes, I do. Alright, the monkey puppet. Yep. The smile. Shit. I can't even read my own writing. Oh, my father. My father was a big man. He weighed 300 pounds, was 6'3". When he was born at home and weighed 17 pounds 4 ounces. Big baby. And he remained big the rest of his life. At one point in time, we went as a family to Tennessee. Grand Ole Opry, Tennessee. You know, Opryland, that kind of thing. And we went down the water flume, the log flume. I was 12, somewhere on there. We had my father in the front seat, me directly behind him in the same seat, and my mother in the back, holding all the camera equipment. And we went on this ride. Really fun, up until the last second. We hit the crest on that last drop down. My father decided to brace against the front of the boat, put his arms on the side, and push back. I'm pounding on his back. I can't breathe. My father gets out of the boat at the end, looks at me and says, "Oh, shit, I forgot he was there." His own son. He crushed me.
His youngest.
He tried to crush me. And I was the baby of the family, and he tried to crush me. Yeah, talk about no respect. Sheesh, I'm telling you. My mother, on the other hand,
Salt of the earth. The saint.
Excuse me?
The saint.
Oh, please. When my father was sick, just before he passed away, my mother was taking care of him and taking care of the household. Ended up trying to get some bills paid using the printer to do checks. Well, she couldn't get the printer to work, couldn't figure it out. She decided she was going to do this, by the way, at 2 o'clock in the morning. She called me at 2:30 in the morning, waking my ass up out of a sound sleep. And my wife's, by the way. "I can't get the printer to work." "Did you turn it on?" "Yes, I turned it on." "Is the computer on?" "Yes, the computer's on." "Is it all plugged in?" "Yes, it is." "Can it wait till morning?" "Well, I really wanted to get this done tonight." 2:30 in the morning. What the hell are you going to do with it?" "Okay, fine. Get up, get dressed, drive the 20 minutes?
Yeah.
About 20 minutes from where we were living to her house. I go into the house, I look at the printer, I look for the power button, find it, and go, click. The power button now turns on, and the printer starts printing 22 different print jobs that she had all queued up because she kept hitting print and it wouldn't print. So she wasted tons of checks. And I turned around and I said, I asked you if you turned it. "Well, I did. I turned the computer on." I'm like, "Ma, turning the computer on does not automatically turn on the printer. Dad always has the printer shut off manually so that he doesn't screw something up when he gets back into it." "Oh, I knew that too." "Yeah, well, you might have known that, but guess what?" So I turned around, went back home, went back to sleep. By then it was 3:30. And I had to get up in a few hours to start cleaning the storage unit again. So much fun. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say she was a dear heart. The night before we got married, I was staying at her house, and because my mother was in New Hampshire and elderly, she wasn't coming down to the day of the wedding. His mother sat up with me, putting fake nails on my hands. It came off the next morning. And we sat up drinking cocoa and talking to each other. I already loved her because I knew her from this bar that I used to sing at. It was called the Continental in Massachusetts. And she was the dearest heart that I ever met.
Yeah, by the way, that's how I met my wife. Through my parents. Um, but yeah, my family is rather unique. My mother used to collect stuffed animals. She would put stuffed animals all around her bedroom, on her bed. This was every morning. You know, this is, by the way, the ultimate in OCD. I would walk in there and I would take one of the stuffed animals and I would move it an eighth of an inch. She would walk in and she would yell at me, telling me to leave her stuffed animals alone. One year during a Christmas party, my father's boss, who was very good friends with my father and my mother, went into the bedroom and then repositioned every single one of those stuffed animals in some sort of perverted sexual position. About a half an hour later, my mother walked into that bedroom, saw that, called the gentleman by every name he had, first, middle, and last. And those of you that are parents, or those of you that have ever been in trouble with your parents, know when you are called by your full name, you're in deep shit. Well, he looked at my father looked at him and said, you're on your own on this one. Because he knew. That's my dad. That's my mom. They're just, but like I said, they both had a heart of gold. And they would give their shirt off their back.
Yeah, it's true.
On that note, let me see what I got for time left.
I think you probably used it all.
Almost. I got about 13 minutes left.
Oh, that's okay.
How do you like that? I actually told all of that in less than an hour.
And I am.
Damn.
Well, say goodnight, everybody.
I will in a minute.
Okay.
I like talking. You know my dad always told me I talked to a
True.
pole if I thought it had ears.
Yeah.
What is this one?
What is that one? Right there?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Something about mom.
I have no idea.
I told you.
Read your writing, you're terrible.
I told you. Alright, anyway, there are a couple of others. I'll have to decipher them and figure them out.
Yeah, would be good.
And then get back to you on that one. Other than that, as a brief piece on this headset, I would dearly love to be able to take the strap off because I can't get it any looser than it is, and try the earpieces, but unfortunately I can't do that. But overall, even with this one times magnifier, it's absolutely fantastic. It keeps my hands free. I can lift it so that I don't need to use, if I don't need to use it and I'm reading something else, rather than having to put on and take off my regular magnifier glasses, which makes it much easier. So overall, I would suggest it. I will put a link in the description somewhere along the line for them. As I said, they are an Art Dot product. Just in case I do forget to put the link in. I will also put a link in for, once again, for Tim and Carrie's YouTube and the shop website. Your phone's ringing, huh? Probably Bobby wanting to know why we aren't live. It's in the bedroom. Okay, so anyway, As I said, have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you for spending the time you spend with me. It is appreciated. Feel free to comment down below. Somewhere down there. I know it's down there somewhere because I looked. Like and subscribe if you would. If you did enjoy it, yes, please do subscribe. And yes, do hit the like button. Time to roll my drills into place here. And make some adjustments.
Hi, Jack. Did you call me? It's Lenore. Bye.
Some small adjustments anyway. But please remember, don't treat anybody or treat everybody better than you expect to be treated, is what I'm trying to say. I think. Nonetheless, there's enough hatred in the world, there's enough idiocy in the world. We don't need to be spreading it around. We call ourselves a community. We call ourselves respectful. We call ourselves many things. All of them good. So let's lead by example and actually do what we say we are. Having said that, I wish you all a good night and a good week. So we will see you next time. One more thing before I go. Yes, Lenore will be singing eventually. We just haven't got it figured out yet. Bye.